been quite a while since I've been down at the beach, probably about 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm hoping we can find something cool today. It's actually just starting to rain now, so hopefully we can find something before we get too wet. Maybe another penguin. Let's go see. It's quite interesting how at the beach the wave action sorts the rocks by weight and probably density. So you've got the really big rocks there at the water's edge, then progressively smaller rocks and concretions, and then the really light limestone, the white ones, they get pushed up the furthest on the beach and they kind of congregate at the top there. That's my theory anyway. You can see all the mud coming off the cliffs. I think I've just found a piece of bone. You can see there's a part there, that brown bit there, and then here's another part sticking out. Don't know what it is, it's quite a large rock. You can see if I can move it a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely bone in there. Doesn't look super dense or diagnostic, so yeah, I'm going to leave that down here. It's a nice bit of bone though. It means there should be other fossils around. Let's see what we can find. Not too far from that other piece, here's another piece of bone. Right over there. It looks very much like a rib. Not 100% sure on that, but that does look like a really large rib. Once again, it's in a huge rock. I mean, that's a big rock over there. Not sure if they're from the same animal, but they're very much in the same location over here. Those other bits were just a little bit further down over there. Here's another piece actually. Right over there. Yeah, so I'm going to say there's a good chance these bones are all related to the same animal because they're within meters of each other. Let's see if I can find something with ear bones. That'll be real handy. Yeah, even that looks like it could be bone. Right over there. Just found this concretion and it's got something sticking out on the corner here, which reminds me of what an ear bone would look like. And I found similar ones before, like a cetacean ear bone. It's got that really dense bone, almost looks like a resin. So I'll take this back. It's gonna have to sit in the acid for months though. Maybe something else will come out. I think that could be part of a crab claw sticking out of this rock. It's a really big rock to take back on a maybe to see if we can prep the crab. But yeah, I'd say I'm 80% sure that's a crab claw. So the rest of the crab would be really in good shape if it's in there. But it could also just be a fragment of a claw. I don't see any legs sticking out on the sides. But yeah, that does look like a crab claw. Well, this one's a bit of a mystery. I think this reddish part of the rock going through over there, that's bone. I can see some parts that have got a bone texture to it. And that almost looks like what I would expect a whale ear bone to look like in situ, stored at the back of the skull. It's certainly big enough to be the back of a skull. It's really, really big. Let me just... It goes all the way from the bottom here, that nice curve there, and then it comes up, and then we've got some other bits over here that could be more bone, but that definitely looks like bone texture over there. Don't think those are cetacean ear bones, but it's certainly got that look to it. And this is big enough to be part of a skull, or something like a whale, kind of the back of the skull. It's certainly not going back with me. This is cool to see. It's going to be very difficult to see, but I think that's part of a lobster. Almost said crayfish. But as a few people said in the last video, crayfish are freshwater and lobsters are saltwater. But I think this is actually called a langoustine, a scampi. There's a little bit sticking out there, very small bit. So it's either a crab or a crayfish. Need prepping to see what's inside though. Here's my find I brought back today. This is the concretion with what I'm hoping is something interesting like a ear bone inside there. What I've done is I've had it in fresh water overnight just to get rid of some of that salt. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a bit of B72 paraloid over that bit of exposed bone over there. Well, I hope it's bone. This is just to protect it from the vinegar. So when I go put it in the vinegar, we don't want the vinegar to work on the bone. We want it to work on the rest of the rock. It's a really hard rock, so it's going to take quite a while for anything to happen in the acid. So don't expect a quick update. This is going to be a few months in the future. And I've been printing away at the mower. Here's the pelvis of the mower. Have a look how big that is. That took a week to print, so I printed in two sections. This section and then you can see there's the seam. So I've ordered a a heat pencil, which will actually use the same filament, and then I can just fill that in and sand it down, and then it should be pretty good. But how cool is it? It's got these holes in here and it goes all the way through. So I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it goes all the way through. It's such a detailed print, this. It's like some kind of bug. Here's the tibia tarsus I showed in the other video. Such a big leg bone. These are the 3 bigger leg bones of the mower. So you've got the femur, which connects into the pelvis over there, into that socket. So it's got a ball and a socket over there. And then the femur connects onto the tibia tarsus. And then the tibia tarsus connects onto the tarsometatarsals, which then has the toes and the claws coming off it. Pretty cool. And this is the smallest species of mower, the little bush mower. The 3D files are from Daniel Thomas, and he's from Auckland Museum and Massey University. Thanks so much for joining me for that fossil hunt run. It was cold and rainy, but at least we found something cool. I'm gonna go print the rest of this mower. It's turning into such a cool project. Can't wait to see what it's gonna look like when we put it together. I'll do the draw for the 100K giveaway soon, so keep an eye out to the next day or two. Stay safe, I'll see you on the next hunt.